Are you a DirecTV subscriber? Do you realize that you might lose News Channel 5 in the near future if a miracle doesn't happen? Joining us on News Talk 710 KURV, we bring back to the show John Kittleman is GM at News Channel 5. John, is it true that DirecTV insists that Rick Diaz change his name to Ricky Days? I mean, what's the negotiations here that we're talking about? What's the sticking point here?
Well, I think the word miracle might be a little strong. It's not a miracle. We just need to come together in regards to the terms of the agreement. This happens every 3 years with every provider, like cable or satellite, and each provider negotiates in a different way. And in the case of Direct, they're very difficult negotiators, and at the same time we have to follow the FCC guidelines in terms of notifying the public about a potential disruption of service. Yeah. But we're working very hard for that not to happen.
Who's frisking whom for cash? Are they shaking you down? You shaking them down? How does that happen? How does this work, man? Why is this so complicated?
Yeah, it is complicated. Basically, we provide content, and most folks don't think of it that way, but we're a content provider like any other channel that they carry. And the way this business works is these providers pay the content providers for their content. So Dish or Direct or Time Warner pay, whether it's the Weather Channel or us or anybody in between, a fee for the product that they deliver. In our case, it's highly watched. Typically, we have 7, 8 of the top 10 programs every time, and we know what the going rates are as in terms of market value, and we know what they're offering, and we know that we're not quite where we need to be.
What can folks do, John, in the meantime? What do you suggest that fans, local viewers, if they want to keep it on DirecTV? I mean, because they could very easily just they could deep six the product, right? Just go with another carrier.
Well, that's right, and it's a big disruption, and we don't take that lightly at all. Nobody, I wouldn't want to have to mess with my provider myself. I would, first of all, encourage everyone to have an antenna because that's just good anyway. In a severe weather situation when you might lose cable or satellite, the antenna is always a good option, and that would certainly carry you over through a possible disruption. And that would go for any channel in the Valley because, next month it's going to be Channel 4, and next, the week after that could be Channel 23. So,
well, John, is DirecTV playing especially hardball? I mean, not only with you, but as we've seen with the Weather Channel.
Exactly. I mean, I'm not going to say that they're playing hardball, but that's a good example. The Weather Channel is off, and you'll notice that we have not had to go through this with Time Warner or with Dish.
And the fact that this is you've had 2 extensions of the deadline, is that an indication that, at least some, albeit slow, progress is being made in these negotiations?
Yes, that's very fair characterization.
So you're getting an extension like every week. So who's running DirecTV, like a former member of Congress on continuing resolutions every week? They're just extending you week after week, or what?
It does feel that way, doesn't it?
Okay.
And I apologize because nobody likes this uncertainty. We don't like it. The viewers don't like it. But it's where we're at right now.
Can you apologize for Tim Smith, really? Can you give us an apology? Just apologize in general for him.
Hey, listen, I was just thinking, your 6-degree forecast is a little lame. 41 to 47? That's a pretty broad window.
Dude, I gave you airtime. You suck. All right, thanks, John. John Kittleman, GM from Channel 5 on News Talk 710 KURV.